These are the amazing mini experiments that can get kids to put down their phones and fall in love with science. Interlace two books like shuffling cards, and they can lift a large jug of mineral water. That's the magic of friction. Pour baking soda and vinegar into a cup. It'll create carbon dioxide gas. This invisible gas can actually extinguish 2 rows of burning candles, demonstrating the principle behind fire extinguishers. A dented ping pong ball can be restored to its original shape just by soaking it in hot water. Using just a piece of toilet paper, you can filter dirty water into usable clean water in the wild. That's capillary action. Did you know? The arrow in a glass of water changes direction due to light refraction. Unbreakable bubbles are made by mixing sugar and dish soap. Fill a straw with water, place it between 2 cups, and water will flow into the empty cup. This is the siphon effect that farmers use for irrigation.
This isn't magic, it's a real science experiment. Continuously insert pencils into a sealed water-filled bag, and even with many pencils, it won't leak. Cut a paper into a spiral shape, fix it on a stick, place a burning candle below, and the paper spirals like a dragon. Spray sand with a waterproof spray, add a few drops of dye, and put it in water. The sand doesn't dissolve and remains dry when taken out. Prepare 3 cups of different colored water, connect them with a paper towel in the center, and you'll get 3 cups of differently colored water. Soak an egg in white vinegar and wait. The egg becomes transparent and elastic. Pour a little salt into a cup, rub an egg with a battery, and drop it in. Put a fork in water, and it bends instantly. Explaining science 100 times isn't as good as experimenting once with your child. Let them step away from their phones and explore a different world of science.
This is the magic science experiment that'll make kids put down their phones and fall in love with science. Pour 4 cups of water into a plate, lay a paper towel over it and wet it thoroughly. Place a candle in the middle, light it, and cover it with a glass. Once the candle goes out, you can lift the entire plate just by holding the glass. That's the power of atmospheric pressure. Can you believe it? Without using your hands, you can move a ping pong ball into another empty glass. That's centrifugal force at work. The edge of a playing card can't support weight when it's hanging in the air. But if you fill a glass with water and place the card on top, the result is completely different. That's surface tension in action. Pour milk into a glass of free Coca-Cola and let it sit overnight. The Coke will become clear, leaving behind some mysterious sediment. Pour a small amount of cooking oil into a glass. Add a drop each of different food coloring. Mix it well and then pour it into a glass of clear water. Slowly, you'll see the colors separate from the oil and fall into the water, looking like a spectacular colored meteor shower. Cut a potato into small cubes and stick them together with toothpicks to create a potato balancing toy. This demonstrates the principle of torque balance. When water in a container can't drain because the outlet is too high, just put a larger tube over the existing one and cover the top end. This will drain all the water inside. That's the siphon effect. Sharpen a pencil and stick it in salt water. Touch the top to the positive and negative terminals of a 9-volt battery. You'll see small bubbles forming in the water. That's water electrolysis. Put a lit piece of paper into a bottle and place a peeled, hard-boiled egg on the opening. The egg will be sucked into the bottle. That's atmospheric pressure at work again.